You're not just creating content, you're building a coaching content library, one anchor at a time. Your content becomes a coaching resource, something that could even serve your existing clients. But this is not just a marketing asset, it's real value for your business. If you want maximum return on your effort, video is your best bet. It connects faster. It's way easier to clip and create short form from, and you can turn it into a blog post or a newsletter or a carousel after the fact. Hey coach, welcome back to Marketing for Fitness Coaches, the show that helps you turn marketing into a practice, not a task that you avoid. I'm Candace Dixon, CMO of OPEX and CoachRx, and this episode is going to help you take your content from what do I even post to a steady, strategic system that builds trust over time. Let's go back to your weekly content anchor. I know we talk about this a lot, but it's important. This should do more than just check the box of content done for the week. It should become an asset for your business. But like this, you're not just creating content, you're building a coaching content library, one anchor at a time. Every episode, blog, or video should be answering real questions you hear from clients all the time. When you do this week after week, you're building a searchable, bingeable, trust-building library that will work for you long after you hit publish. Let's back up. When someone's thinking about hiring you as a coach, they have a lot of questions, concerns, hesitations. They're wondering, will this work for me? I've tried something similar before and I didn't have success. What's this coach's approach? How is it different from what I've done in the past? Can I trust this person with my health and my fitness? And if you've coached for any length of time, you already know what the answers to those questions are, because I know clients have asked you them. You may have actually answered them several times, maybe even close to 100 times in a one-on-one setting. Now it's time to answer them on video and using them to build trust at scale, so that future clients can move through their own decision-making process before they even reach out to book a consult with you. This is the pivot I want you to make. Let's move away from just posting for views, posting to get attention, to publishing for trust. Your content becomes a coaching resource, something that can even serve your existing clients. But this is not just a marketing asset, it's real value for your business. This also makes content planning easier, because now your job each week isn't to be original and follow the trends or copy someone else's real template. It's to answer one real question well, with depth, and let people see what it's like to be coached. That's your weekly content anchor. We've reviewed several formats for your weekly content anchor in previous episodes. I'm going to repeat this again because it's important. If you want maximum return on your effort, video is your best bet. Here's why. It connects faster. It's way easier to clip and create short form from, and you can turn it into a blog post or a newsletter or a carousel after the fact. It can be used as a business asset to educate your current clients, not just your future ones. So whether it's a video you publish to YouTube, which I'd recommend, or one that you keep private, or a video podcast that you create, it's face-to-face time with your current clients and your potential clients. Video lets your message work harder and do way more for your business. Let's make this practical. Here are a few content ideas straight from real client conversations. How many times have you had clients ask you, what if I can't stick to the plan? Can I train around this injury? Do I have to give up wine or alcohol to lose fat? How do I know if I'm eating enough? Is strength training the thing I should focus on, or do I need to focus on aerobic training for heart health? What should progress actually look like? How do I know if I'm making progress? Each of those could be a 5-minute video that builds trust, showcases your expertise, and demonstrates your real coaching value. And when you stack all those videos together, you're not just creating content. You're letting people see your knowledge, your personality, and what it's like to work with you. Here's a simple system. Keep a running list of all client questions that come your way. Every time someone asks you something, add it to your notes. Pick one question per week to answer in depth. That becomes your weekly content anchor. Clip it into supporting daily posts, a carousel, a reel, a quote, a story. Link it back to your weekly content anchor so people can go a bit deeper with you, get to know you a little bit more, and you have the ability to present to them even more value in your lead magnet. That's it. If content has felt overwhelming, you're not alone. I hear it all the time, and I feel it myself. But you don't need a content calendar full of random topics, and you don't need to be spinning your wheels creating 840 reels. You need a list of real questions that clients ask and a system that helps you answer them one at a time. Start there and let your coaching content library grow, one anchor at a time. Here's your action item this week. Open up your Notes app or your Google Doc or your journal. Write down 10 questions you've answered for clients in the past month. It doesn't have to be a fully polished or fully baked thought, just a quick voice note or bullet points. These are your next 10 content ideas. Then ask yourself, which of these could become a deeper weekly content anchor? Which would make a great video for a future client or help current clients get unstuck? Don't overthink it. Just start building that library one answer at a time. If today's episode clicked, share it with a coach friend who needs help building their content system. DM me with any questions at Marketing for Fitness Coaches. And remember, it's simple. You're just turning your knowledge into content that actually converts through trust. Start with your next client question and build from there. Before we close out, I want to remind you that this show is part of the Coach RF Podcast Network, a collection of shows elevating the coaching conversation. I hope you are checking out and loving the content being produced by the network. That's it for today. Until next time, keep coaching, keep creating, and I'll catch you next week.